How we doing, folks? Justin here with Precision Wildlife Removal. Yesterday, I posted a video of bat damage in a home. No, I'm not on a roof right now. I'm at our headquarters here in Clinton Township, Michigan. Sorry, I had to think there for a moment. But yesterday, I posted a video of some bat damage. It was a buy-sell situation, and I got a ton of questions about buy-sell situations. To be brief, I'll just give you guys a couple different stories. I'll start with a buyer that I represented probably about a year ago now. Their names were Maria and David. Actually, Maria was, she liked my video yesterday. So if you see this, Maria, hop on, let the people know your experience. But Maria was buying a home, and the seller of the home had bats. It's fine. People get bats. It's something that can get taken care of when you have a licensed professional like myself there. So Maria had bats in the home she would like to purchase, and the current homeowner, the seller, said, I have a company coming to take care of it. It's already paid for. Don't worry about it. Maria's seen the pictures of the bat damage, though, and there was a lot. There was a lot, and she wanted to make sure that it was taken care of the right way. So Maria called myself. She said, Justin, I'd like you to come out, take a look at this, and make sure it's going to get taken care of the same way. I went out to the home to take a look, and it was not going to be taken care of the right way. They had piles of guano, worse than my video yesterday. They had multiple large piles of guano throughout their entire attic. They had dead bats in that attic. That attic was destroyed. There was only one solution for that attic, and it was an attic restoration. So what did I do? I talked to the seller, and come to find out, they have one of the only homeowners insurances that cover bat damage in the entire state of Michigan. So I got Maria's entire attic redone before she bought the house using the seller's insurance. And the seller was more than happy to do this because now all they had to pay is a very small deductible versus paying thousands of dollars to this other company to do it the wrong way. And guess what? Now that the seller had this done the right way before he sold the property, he is not liable. So say his buyer gets sick 2, 5, 6 years down the road, and it ends up being something that has to do with bat damage or any of the toxicity that comes with bats. Now, Maria would have been able to hold that seller liable because she had bat damage in the attic of the home she bought, and it was not taken care of the right way. So even if you're in a buy-sell situation where the seller says, I'm going to take care of this, make sure you learn from Maria and David, who said, I want to make sure that you're going to take care of this. Make sure it's going to be taken care of the right way, and that's what we do. And like I said, I represent both buyers and sellers. So on the other side of the spectrum, if you're selling your home and you get someone in your home that's saying, I want this and this and this, and all of that doesn't need to be done, and you're about to take a huge hit on your investment now. You're in closing, and you're going to have to put $10,000 or whatever it is into escrow. My sign just fell behind me. Horrible, horrible. I got a new furnace installed in front of me, and I was trying to hide that horrible contraption behind me. That did not work out too well. I'm going to leave it and just go on with my video. Okay. Anyways, from a seller's point of view, if I'm selling this house and this buyer is demanding all of this stuff, I want to make sure this stuff actually needs to be done. I want to make sure it's still done the right way to benefit my buyer so that I'm not liable, but I also want to make sure that I'm not doing more than I have to do when I'm selling my investment, especially when your investment, that's a 6-figure investment for most of us. That's a big number, that's a big number that we are protecting. So we want to make sure that no matter what, we are protecting our investment. And a great way to do that, folks, is if you get a qualified pest control company out there, because now in that situation, I'm representing you. I know what's right and wrong. I've done this a million times. I know what's right and wrong. I'll give you another story about a seller. I had a seller named Richard. He was selling his home, and the buyer came in and got an inspection, and they found bat damage. Understandable. Richard had about 3 bats in his attic. This buyer was demanding a bat removal, which is understandable, but they wanted a full restoration, which consists of all of that insulation being pulled out of that attic, new insulation being installed. They wanted all the attic framing sanded. They wanted all the attic framing sealed. They wanted all the attic framing applied with antimicrobial. They wanted an insane amount, and it wasn't justified. So Richard was about to have to pay an astronomical amount of money at closing when it wasn't a justified amount. So if you or anyone you know are in a buy-sell situation, we work with a huge network of realtors. I mean, I have probably 15 different family members. My Aunt Belinda's on here now. 15 different family members that are realtors, but I also work with a huge network of realtors to help people in these situations, because a lot of these home inspectors have no idea what bat damage looks like, and it's sad because they might call it something like mice. People get mice a lot more often than they get bats, so that's not that big of a deal. But when you get bat damage, that can be astronomical in price. It can really get up there if you have a lot of it. I mean, if it's an early on thing, no, you're not going to spend that much. But I mean, if you need a full attic restoration, that's a big number. So making sure that you protect yourself so that you're doing the right thing for not just your own health and safety, but for whoever you're selling your house to is monumental. So like I said, if you or anyone you know are in a buy-sell situation, contact us. It'll save you 10 times over. And I'm just going to give you guys a real quick little story here. I am 100% against owning a home. And I know that sounds crazy, and people are going to think that I'm nuts. That's completely fine. I'm against owning a home. Let me tell you why. I go into tons of homes, and people are scrupulous. It's horrible. I know I pronounced that wrong, but I'm going to keep going with this. I'm going to keep riffing and jiving. That's fine. People, unfortunately, will try to do scrupulous things. I know I pronounced it wrong again. I'm going to keep going. Like I go into houses where they have bats, and instead of getting rid of them, the seller goes and blows 2-3 inches of insulation on top of everything. I have never met one person that says, here, use my builder. I got a great builder. Or I love the people I bought my house off of. I've met people that bought their parents' house and they're mad at them about some of the renovations they've done. A home inspector is a great thing when they are a good home inspector, but a lot of these home inspectors are coming into your house for 45 minutes. They can't evaluate a whole structure in 45 minutes. My bat inspection takes longer than that. So that I'm hugely against owning a home because of that, because there's so many different ways you can get in this crazy buy-sell situation and you can be harmed. In my own opinion, and this is just me, if you're going to buy a house, you should get a home inspection, a pest inspection, you should get a roof inspection, an electrician over there for an electrical inspection, you should get a plumber over there for a plumbing inspection, an HVAC inspection. 6 people, that's a lot, right? You might end up spending $1,200 on that. That's a whole lot better than buying a house where you could possibly end up spending thousands and thousands of dollars, you know? It goes to tell you, my mother-in-law always says, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. And you don't know when you're going into a house and buying it. You just don't know what you're getting. So that's all I got for you guys today. I wanted to hop on here and say that because I did get a whole lot of questions. If you're in a buy-sell situation, call me. I'm going to get out of here. I got a whole lot of inspections to do, and I got to fix this ugly-looking thing in my window that no longer works. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks.